Welcome to Cassie's Travel Tips Packing Like a Pro. Today, we're diving deep into the world of checked luggage, specifically what not to pack. We've all been there, that heart-stopping moment at baggage claim when your suitcase doesn't show up. But did you know there are some things you shouldn't pack even if it does arrive safely? We're talking about items that could get you in trouble with airport security, or worse, pose a safety risk. Trust me, nobody wants to be that person holding up the security line because they accidentally packed a prohibited item. So buckle up, travel buddies, as we unpack, pun intended, the top 10 things you should never, ever pack in your checked luggage. Okay, first up, let's talk about everyone's favorite travel companion, alcohol. You can pack alcohol in your checked luggage, but there are some rules. Most airlines stick to the FAA guidelines, which allow alcoholic beverages with 24% to 70% ABV in checked bags. It's limited to 5 liters, 1.3 gallons per passenger, and it has to be in unopened retail packaging. Anything over 70% ABV, totally off limits. Checked bags go through a lot. They get tossed around, stacked, and who knows what else. Imagine this. You're finally at your destination, ready for a celebratory drink after a long flight, only to open your suitcase and find shattered glass and sticky wine all over your clothes. Talk about a vacation buzzkill. That's why I always recommend playing it safe and packing any breakables in your carry-on, carefully wrapped and protected. Remember, rules and regulations vary depending on your airline and destination, so it's always best to check with your airline and the destination country's customs website before you fly. Let's talk about safety, people. Many common household items fall into the dangerous goods category. Think bleach, paint thinners, lighter fluid, and even some cleaning products. These things might seem harmless in your cleaning cabinet, but when packed in a pressurized cargo hold, they can become a serious fire hazard. And trust me, nobody wants to be responsible for delaying a flight because their suitcase decided to spontaneously combust. When in doubt, always check the TSA website or use their super handy "What Can I Bring" tool. Remember safety first, folks. Leave the hazardous materials at home and opt for travel-sized versions of your essentials or buy them at your destination. Let's talk aerosols. We all have our must-have sprays and liquids, but deciphering those TSA rules can feel like cracking a secret code. But fear not, travel friends. I'm here to break it down for you. First off, carry-on is where it's at for most aerosols. We're talking about the 311 rule, 3.4 ounces, 100 milliliters per container, all fitting snugly in a single 1-quart-sized clear zip-top bag. Keep that bag handy because you'll need to whip it out at security. Now, what about checked bags? That's where things get a little trickier. Some aerosols are a go, while others need to stay home. For example, your trusty deodorant, usually fine in checked luggage. But that can of bear spray for your hiking trip? Definitely a no-go. When in doubt, check it out. Head to the TSA website or use their handy-dandy "What Can I Bring" tool. Weapons and sharp objects. A recipe for disaster. All right, folks, let's talk about a serious topic. Weapons and sharp objects. I know it seems obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people try to pack these items and end up facing some serious consequences. We're talking knives, yes, even that cute little pocket knife, firearms, no explanation needed, and anything else that could be considered a weapon. Remember those seemingly harmless knitting needles? Yep, those too. These items don't belong in your checked luggage. In fact, they shouldn't be anywhere near your carry-on either. Packing these items not only violates airline and TSA regulations, but it also puts everyone on board at risk. So let's keep our travels safe and hassle-free, shall we? Leave the weapons and sharp objects at home where they belong. Explosive situations, fireworks, and you. Okay, friends, let's talk about something that should go without saying, but unfortunately it still needs to be said. Fireworks. Yes, those beautiful, sparkly explosives that light up the night sky. As tempting as it might be to bring some back from your trip or pack them for a special occasion, just don't. Fireworks are a huge no-no in both carry-on and checked luggage. Even those seemingly harmless sparklers can pose a serious risk. Imagine this. Your suitcase is being loaded onto the plane and suddenly, boom! A stray sparkler ignites, setting your bag and possibly others ablaze. Packing them is not only incredibly dangerous, but it's also illegal and could land you in some serious trouble with the authorities. Lithium batteries, the spares, the confusion. Let's talk about those tiny powerhouses that keep our devices juiced up. Lithium batteries. These little guys are everywhere, powering our phones, laptops, cameras, and even some travel gadgets. But when it comes to packing them, things can get a little, well, confusing. Pack lithium batteries in your carry-on luggage. If a battery overheats in the cargo hold, it could start a fire. Small batteries in devices are fine in checked luggage, but spare batteries? Different story. Spare batteries should always go in your carry-on. Protect those terminals. Tape them or use individual cases to prevent short circuits. Check airline guidelines before you fly. Let's clear the air on e-cigarettes and vaping devices. These handy gadgets have become increasingly popular, but when it comes to traveling with them, things can get a little cloudy. Pun intended. Here's the deal. E-cigarettes and vaping devices, including those sleek Juuls, are strictly prohibited in checked luggage. Why? Remember those lithium batteries we talked about? Vaping devices are powered by them, and as we learned, those batteries can pose a fire risk in the cargo hold. So where do you pack them? Carry-on is the way to go. Make sure your device is turned off and stored securely to prevent any accidental activations. And trust me, nobody wants to be stuck on a plane with the lingering scent of mango-flavored vape clouds. Keep it packed away until you reach your destination, and always be mindful of local vaping regulations. Let's talk about marijuana and CBD products. Legal in some places, but air travel complicates things. TSA follows federal law, marijuana is illegal. CBD, TSA's stance is hazy. Products over 0.3% THC are prohibited. To avoid issues, leave them at home. Feeling a little overwhelmed by all these rules and regulations? Don't worry, you don't have to memorize everything. The TSA has your back with their awesome online resources. First up, we have the TSA website. It's a treasure trove of information on everything from prohibited items to airport security procedures. You can find detailed guidelines, FAQs, and even contact information if you have a specific question. But here's my favorite part, the What Can I Bring tool. It's like having a personal TSA agent at your fingertips. Simply type in the item you're unsure about, and voila! It'll tell you whether it's allowed in your carry-on, checked luggage, or not at all. They also have a super helpful social media presence. You can tweet your questions to @AskTSA, and they'll get back to you with a personalized answer. So, the next time you're packing for a trip and find yourself wondering, can I bring my lucky pocket knife? Or what about my grandma's homemade jam? Don't guess, check with the TSA first. And there you have it, my friends. The top 10 things you should never pack in your checked luggage. I know it can seem like a lot to remember, but trust me, a little planning goes a long way in ensuring a smooth and stress-free travel experience. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the craziest thing you've ever tried to pack, or accidentally packed, in your suitcase? Share your hilarious, embarrassing, or downright unbelievable packing fails in the comments below. Until next time, safe travels, happy packing, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel tips and tricks. See ya!